With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan schedule.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
Do not demand anything you have not demanded of yourselves, and be yourselves the first tree in the desert to call for water, because how can you take harmony to others if there is no harmony within your hearts? Please continue watching for further insightful teachings from Quetzalcóatl, vegetarian.
Turn vegan? Does your conscience tell you that you are a great person?
We defiantly walk towards the road of animal liberation.
Because every single animal needs every single voice. Use yours!
Hola, gloriosos televidentes. This means hello, glorious viewers in Spanish, the official language of Mexico. I am Guadalupe. Your heartfelt respect for the spiritual teachings of the ancient sages is greatly appreciated by the faithful Mexican people. May the melodious voice of your soul lead you to the enjoyment of God's blessings and love.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Chad is one of them.
Chad Penal Code 2017, Chapter 4 stipulates that anyone who seriously abuses or commits an act of cruelty to an animal person may be punished with up to 2 years incarceration and a fine.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
Welcome to Sow Goodness and Be Loving. Discourses from Así Hablaba Quetzalcóatl. Thus spoke Quetzalcóatl. Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Así Hablaba Quetzalcóatl. Thus spoke Quetzalcóatl is a beautiful tale that offers upliftment to all truth seekers yearning for spiritual understanding. In this book, we follow the travels of the legendary Aztec god Quetzalcóatl, vegetarian, who is the story's enlightened master. In his offering of discourses to earnest seekers, we see that Quetzalcóatl highlights the importance of the inward journey, transcending both time and space, This journey connects us with the inner heavenly light and music. Thus, the words from Así hablaba Quetzalcóatl illuminate one's spiritual endeavors with profound truth. Let us continue with selections from Así hablaba Quetzalcóatl, Thus spoke Quetzalcóatl, where the enlightened master teaches us to sow good deeds, attain higher consciousness, and be loving. The fruit. Look at the leaves of a branch, the way they become concerned and say, "What is this weight pulling us down and preventing us to see the sun clearly?" See how they ignore and suffer because they are not aware that what is pulling them down is the fruit, which is the culminating point of the tree and the one they are serving since ever they came to life. Do not be yourselves as ignorant as they are, and think that difficulties and sorrows and sufferings with which life shakes you every day of your existence are not but the delight of the fruit of your spirit, which is just starting to ripen. Because the same as it happens to a little bird, that the longer its wings turn, the harder it is to grasp the land. In the same way, the bigger your spirit becomes, the farther you are from the world and its intrigues. And if you are over it, it is to pull by flying, your borders are up. And what little bird, when seeing its parents going out and returning to the nest, does not long to fly along with them, also going out and returning to the nest? Nevertheless, many have been already the ones who come to teach you to fly, and all you have done is cut their wings and be content with their suffering. In order to recognize an enlightened master, it is essential to already have some light. The truth can only be grasped by the truth itself. Come to sow the deserts. In this way, he was talking to them. It has been long since necessity and foolishness have sat down on man's heart, clouding his eyes over and shutting down his reasoning. Man keeps on thinking he will not have to reap that which he is sowing. Things are only valued when they are lost. Times will come in which all the wasting done these days will turn to shortage. And times will come in which hunger will visit stomachs of those who now throw away. Because how many are those who create instead of destroying? How many are the ones who before killing a tree have made possible for other trees? Many are those who spend their days and nights in the emptiness of superficiality and of indolence. How many are the ones who make friends with comfort without considering those it sits down upon? Fill your heart with love and come to sow the deserts of misunderstanding and discouragement. Fill your heads with good thoughts and come to cleanse the thoughts of the world, because the land has become dry, the hearts dormant, and the heads empty. Do not demand anything you have not demanded of yourselves, and be yourselves the first tree in the desert to call for water, because how can you take harmony to others if there is no harmony within your hearts? How can you take silence to others if you haven't turned yourselves into silence itself? Sow yourselves and offer yourselves sacrifice. For your spirit to germinate, you have to defeat your body first, the same as the seed's germ defeats first its peel when looking for the sun and then for the land. The enlightened master comes to teach the supreme mastery to his disciples, so that they become the same as him, all for them conscious and loving beings.
Such a handsome you are. Vegan? No surprise.
Your inner mountain. A mother asked him, "How would I know if I am giving my son that which he needs?" And Quetzalcóatl answered her in this way, "If there is love within you, all you give to your son will be what he needs. Nevertheless, do not forget that before anything, you are a mother, and your children are all the children. Let not your son close your heart to other sons, but let him open it even more to the understanding of their needs. Then, indeed, I tell you that your son will never die." When heaven covers itself with clouds and the rain falls down over the fields, each root takes for itself what it needs, and they all live in harmony. When life is spread over a world, each womb takes for itself what it needs, and all must live in harmony. Only the man who ignores what has been given to him longs for what has been given to his brother and fights to remove it from him, creating violence. Show your children the way of understanding and love, and you will banish violence. Make them see that their brother's life is as valuable as their own. Tell them that the best way of giving something to themselves is giving it to those who need it most, because these are themselves. Tell them that the one who answers with more strength is not the strongest, but rather the one who has more strength to forgive. Show them the path with your example, and your children and the children of your children will climb to the mountain from the valley, where they will find the light which they will expand all over the earth. And one of them asked, "Which mountain should we climb in order to find the light? Are we by any chance far away from that mountain, or is it perhaps close to this valley?" And he said to him, "It is true that only in your inner mountain will you be able to find the light." The master points out with its own example the right way, but each one must find it on his own forehead and walk it by himself with his own spirit and his own will, which God gave him.
The more I learned about the beauty of a plant-based diet, the more my mind and heart opened up. What you eat not only improves your health, it benefits the entire planet. Persia White, vegan.
Beautiful viewers, thank you for joining us today for Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is The Art of Whistling, right after noteworthy news. May heaven's light guide all your virtuous endeavors.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Russia, go home now.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.